Knights of the Road is an 8-bit platformer developed by Shiny Byte Studio, a small team of about 4 people. It's a pleasant throwback to the 8-bit Nintendo era of the late 80s when your parents would hang out with you and play video games, instead of telling you that that is a waste of time and you need to grow up and get a job. Welcome to the Kingdom of Rockwall. A curse has befallen the queen, and the king has resorted to black magic to revive her. But the king's heart was corrupted, and dark forces have possessed him. The Kingdom of Rockwall has begun to fade into darkness. Fred, an outlaw and brigand, together with his faithful fairy companion Iwa, roam the country roads, robbing the rich and keeping all the money. But they will have to become unlikely heroes in order to survive, and with your help they may just save the kingdom one fairy at a time. You control Fred, who can double jump, and Iwa can turn into a shield, a bow, and other abilities that you will need to explore, battle foes, and solve platform-based puzzles. Your shield can be thrown like a boomerang and can also be used to bounce on enemies, block projectiles, and as your own personal platform. It'll keep you out of deep water, spiked pits, and lets you fly down slopes, providing momentum and a really high jump. You'll collect gold throughout your journey, and you'll want to find as much as possible because the checkpoints in this game are people, and they will charge you a fee every time you refill your health or enable a new checkpoint. Respawns are free but may cost you a bit of your dignity. The healing ability you can get from a wolf guy, and permanent health upgrades from other vendors, cost gold, so be on the lookout. Each major stage is filled with NPCs, most being the generic ones that give exposition, but some being vendors that may have an upgrade. Each stage has respawning enemies, a mini-boss with keys to collect, and a boss at the end. There are secrets everywhere, including large chests with some collectibles. Knights of the Road is a nice looking and feeling game. I never had any issues with controlling the character or any confusion on where to go next. There are some maze-like areas, and the final stages are a bit more difficult, but it balances the challenge throughout, minus a few issues that I will address here in Ye Old Complaining section. I really like 8-bit chiptunes, and with the other game aspects being pretty good, the music here might have been the weakest point. The different layers and tracks are complex, but they blend together, and the melodic material doesn't stand out, and everything repeats too often. After you clear a stage, there is no backtracking. You're stuck with the gold you have. Some of the NPCs who sell items will show up in another stage, but you can't go back to get something you missed, and there is no checklist or even a map to find your way around. You have to switch abilities using the controller bumpers, and changing abilities on the fly can be a bit wonky, and you have to do this in the middle of boss fights and platforming sections. In the end, I complain because I love. The game is a steal in itself for only $5. It's a breezy 3 to 4 hours long, and is pretty replayable, great for speedrunners and completionists. The small team behind it has put a lot of effort into continuing the tradition of the retro platformer, and their future looks bright indeed. I give Knights of the Road 4 fairies in a test tube out of 5. This is Dan T at Twisted Banana Productions. Like, comment, sub, later.